Welcome to this video where I'm going to showcase some Master League battles. It's not just Master League, it's Show 6 Big 3. And this is a format that Battle Frontiers is hosting. It's basically a little bit of a follow-up of what Sylph was up until there's a new, a new Sylph, right? Like Zygarde that has been going on for a while. Now the teams that we have here, I'm playing against Ramblin Man. I met him in Hartford, really cool guy. And I went with one of my favorite picks in Master League Show 6, which is Megazard X. It's a very flexible Pokemon, has very few hard counts, and Bloodburn, always good. I run it with Xerneas and Yveltal. It's a point system, so those three are basically my big Pokemon. I brought a Roserade. I got a 100 Roserade, but I don't think it's really good. With Magical Leaf, it core breaks Fairies, Kyogre better though, but there are no Fairies on Ramblin Man's team, and that actually makes my Charizard, my Yveltal, and my Gyarados much better. In fact, he doesn't really have a Gyarados answer. Vision is probably his best even, or Landorus. Heatran have some play. Heatran's actually really difficult for me. It has play because three of my very good Pokemon, right? Charizard, Yveltal, and Gyarados are all weak to Rock. So Heatran and Landorus are two Pokemon I'm very afraid of. Kyogre is just a staple that I'm always expecting. And the Slowbro, also a very bulky Pokemon that I always expect. Let's take a look at these battles. Alright, so first game, I kind of predict his lead quite easily here. I expect something like a Kyogre that takes a shield advantage against about anything on my team, and then his Heatran in the back could sweep. I kind of predicted that, even though I brought the three Pokemon, my three strongest, however, that all take super effective damage from Stone Edge from both Heatran and Landorus. I'm really afraid of Heatran here. And I do win the one shoots here if I do shoot a Thunder correctly. And I win the two shoots here. That's a 100% thing. But I lose the zeros if I let that Thunder hit, of course. And that is the Thunder, so that's a really good shield by me. And now I can farm up more, but he decides to swap out immediately into the Heatran. This is a very neutral matchup, actually. I think I win this in the two shields. But Heatran can win this if they, like, bait me and stuff. And I'm not too happy about that. The Aqua Tails don't do too much. It does respectable damage. The animations are also very much messing up my gameplay here. Luckily, he hasn't snuck a Fire Spin through. But yeah, you see the Dragon Breaths do nothing. It really comes from my Aqua Tails, right? And I kind of want to shield here, but man, it's difficult. I actually do shield because I'm so close to an Aqua Tail, and yeah, I just want to get that shield down, but I also am very wary of like taking that I have to stick Stone Edge on anything else here, so that's kind of scary. I'm gonna let him throw, then I'll swap in my Charizard here. My Charizard basically can beat everything when shields are down, so I'm pretty good there. Let's see what I brought in here. I don't remember anymore, actually. These were like 2 days ago when I made this video. I'm actually gonna throw the Dranclaw right before he goes for the Stone Edge. You see the Fire Spin sneak through there. Like the animations were so weird during this battle. Let's see what comes in. It's a Slowbro, and at this game I know it's over. I go in Yveltal immediately because now I know that I'll pace the Kyogre to a potential Surf. I don't even get an Ice Beam Rage in case he's running that, and Yveltal can just clean up the game like that. Yeah, this actually is not even like a horrible matchup. Obviously, it's not great for Slowbro, but like, look at how much his Ice Beam is going to do. If you run like Water Gun, Ice Beam, I'm not sure how that's going to go, but Slowbro has some good player. And maybe Water Gun was the way for Ramblin Man here, but I guess it would have been worse against the Gyarados, which is one Pokemon he definitely saw coming, right? Because he doesn't really have a hard answer to it. My Dark Pulse comes through, and then I have another one, and that wins me game number 1. Basically, really good alignment on my side. Kind of predicted his line as well. I actually expected Landorus instead of the Slowbro, but either way it works. Going into game number 2, I'm definitely expecting Heatran again somewhere. I'm not exactly sure what I can predict here, but I feel like the Xerneas can be really good. It beats Landorus in the two shields. It has play against Kyogre. It's not a matchup I win, but it's okay there. And it has play against Slowbro, so I'm going to lead my Xerneas here. It's a very neutral Pokemon I'm basically going to try to play his game, what he tried against me, right? Get the shield advantage for his Heatran in the back, and then try to sweep with his with Heatran, or maybe his Landorus in game number 2. So that's basically what I was going to do. I was going to go for Xerneas with the shield advantage to get a shield advantage for my Zard or Gyarados, but I lead into Kyurem, which is a wonderful lead. Definitely not a Pokemon I expected, to be honest. I guess he tried to do the same, because against Zard and Gyarados, he might be able to get a shield there, right? I'm actually farming up here, wait for him to throw a Magma Storm, then I'm going to go for the double close combat that will put him quite low. I believe Xerneas wins the 0 shoots and the 1s here, but not the 2 shoots after 1 Magma Storm and too many debuffs. The Heatran will farm me down. Luckily, I will pace to these close combats for now, and then I can preserve the Xerneas. The Xerneas still can put in really good work against that Kyurem later, so I'm very fine here. Gonna shield this one up just in case it's a Stone Edge. He hasn't baited yet so far. He still isn't baiting. Look at those animations, so annoying. I'm gonna throw right before his next, look at that. Right before his next Stone Edge. See if he shields that. Doesn't shield, that's great for me. Let's see what comes in now. I'm expecting Kyogre in the back at this point, or maybe even the Slowbro, which Zards is okay against both. Like, it's fine. Obviously, I have super effective Dragon Breath there, and he doesn't have it on me, but because of... most dragons just have a much better stat distribution than Gyarados does. Luckily, I got a debuff there, so that's nice. Kyurem also hasn't the highest attack here, so this Dragon Claw or Glaciate isn't even going to KO. Glaciate is actually a really good move, right? Debuffing, it's like a stronger Icy Wind. Going for an Aqua Tail, just a little bit of damage. But this also allows me actually to farm him down before he even gets to a charge attack here. And that's actually big. In the back is the Kyogre. And you know how usually you throw a Blast Burn on of regular Zard because it's more efficient than Dragon Claw? That's not the case for Mega Zard X. Because this time it's the same type of attack bonus. And the Dragon Claw is just a way more respectable attack from Mega Zard X. So you'll see that two of these are just going to take out the Kyogre. Actually does very respectable damage. He throws the serve, it doesn't matter. I have a shield still. And I would also... I think I would get to a close combat on the Xerneas as well if needed. One thing I dislike about Kyogre, it just loses against all dragons, not named Megazord X and Reshiram, although those are very close matchups. But it's either lose to dragon or win everything else. It's I don't like it. I have used it before though, and I think it's good. Going into game number 3, I predict he's going with his usual strategy, which is getting a shield advantage on Heatran, which is a wrong prediction because he actually leads the Heatran. Now, if I bait here and he doesn't, I win this like extremely hard, but I'm not sure how this goes if I go straight Blast Burn here. I'm gonna go for it. If I shield out the Stone Edge correctly, I know in some scenarios I just win this incredibly hard because this Blast Burn will do a lot of damage, and it's the same type of attack bonus from the Dragon Breath to do a lot of damage. But I'm actually going to preserve my Charizard. I want to keep the shield for the Charizard and the Gyarados, so I catch the Stone Edge on the one Pokemon that can take it, and this is not what I like. The problem here is if I throw immediately, Ramblin will farm me down. If I don't throw, he throws on CMP against my Xerneas and I lose this charge attack. Problem is, if he farms me down, he has energy to threaten both my Zard and my Gyarados, and that's not optimal, so I'm gonna let it go. Xerneas was just a meat shield here, basically. Gonna go on my Gyarados. I honestly predict he would... how do I say it? He would bait here, but I don't really find it worth risking, because then I have to Dragon Breath down like a Kyogre that still hits a lot with the waterfalls, and if it's like a Kyurem or what's it called, the Slowbro, I just take too much fast attack damage, so that's not what I want to do. He throws another Surf here. I was counting, I think at this point I can farm down this Kyogre even, but this chip damage is actually very valuable, and you'll see why that is. He comes back in with the Heatran. I'm loaded with energy though. I can get some Aqua Tails off here. I'm very confused on what's in the back. I think it's the Landorus at this point. I'm really surprised he didn't bring it at all. Yeah, actually, the Aqua Tail coming through here is going to knock out this Heatran if he doesn't shield, so... yeah, that's taking him out, and in the back is the Mega Slowbro, so that's kind of tough for me at this point. I did some Dragon Breaths hoping that I can maybe get to another Aqua Tail later in his Dragon Breaths. This is just Surf, but I'm still... yeah, this is not great, really. I'm going to shield it, but he will get to another one. Dragon Claw coming in. I might be able to get to a Blast Burn, but I can only do 2 Dragon Breaths after his next Surf, which he is at right now. Let's see. Surf doesn't take me out just yet. I can do 2, but I get what they call the new mechanic. I actually accidentally did 3. I got my move up. I could have got to the Blast Burn here. Maybe I shouldn't have, to be honest. But in return, I also get 1 turn lag, and where I should have been able to do 2 Dragon Breaths and get my Octool off, I fainted with it, which also shouldn't happen. Like, that was just very wicked. I decided not to dispute any of that. It was just a weird mechanic on both ends of the Zard and the Gyarados. So yeah, that's a 2-1 win. Ramblin told me that he really was inclined to lead the Slowbro in game number 1 to avoid Yveltal, because I wouldn't like leading Yveltal into like Kyogre, which is just a terrible matchup, right? You have no fast attack pressure against Kyogre, and Kyogre does against you, so that's kind of tough. Yeah, so basically that's how this went. That's my first bout on Battle Frontiers in Master League, which I love to showcase. I like to make show 6 videos at times. I hope you liked the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.